I thought I did this dedicated review already, but it turns out I haven't. So we're going to do it today, and that is on this scent right here. This is from the house of Initio Parfums, and this is the infamous, the iconic Atomic Rose. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. The SANTAMARIA here. Yes, a dedicated review time on Atomic Rose. This fragrance is not new at all. In fact, I've owned it for years now, so that's why I was like, wait a minute. I thought I did this dedicated review, but it turns out it was Side Effect. Check out the Side Effect video if you haven't already. I've also done a ranking video on my Initio fragrances this year too. Definitely check that out as well if you want to see that. But back to the star of the show, and that is Atomic Rose. As always, when it comes to dedicated fragrance reviews, I rate fragrances by 5 categories. The first category is mood, and that is simply when do I see myself wearing this scent, what time of year, what type of day, event, we talk about it there. Second category is strength on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being this ain't nothing but water in a pretty bottle, to 10 being nuclear powerhouse juice. Third category is longevity, that is how many hours long lasting is a scent, because we do care. Then we have the fourth category, and that is this a compliment getting fragrance? Yes or no. Compliments don't necessarily make or break a scent, but they are a nice to have. Then we have the fifth category, and everyone's favorite category, and that is the comparison category, and that is, does this fragrance smell like anything else I already own or I've even sampled before in the past? We talk about it there in the comparison category. So now you know how we do things, and yeah, let's get into this here video. Lipstick of the day today, everyone. I'm feeling very brown today, very fall-esque. This is from MAC. This is an old color, and this is Photo, which is like a milk chocolate brown color. I think it's been discontinued. If it hasn't, I will link it below, or if it has been discontinued, I'll put an alternative color down there as well. Nail color, you all, I went green. I'm really feeling green right now. This is called Stay Off the Lawn. It's a beautiful jade green color. I've been digging it all weekend. Yeah. Next up, we have fragrance of the day. This is new to my collection. I haven't had it a whole week yet, but I had to go ahead and put it on because it was calling me. And we're talking about this one right here. This is the new YSL Vanille Couture. Yes, the Lieb Vanille Couture. Gotta say that because this is a flanker in that line. And just get into the bottle. Just, yes. This is how you do holiday packaging. This is how you do limited edition packaging. YSL did their thing with this one. I bought it at Sephora recently, you all, and I just could not resist it. This scent is good. The vanilla in here, the rum in here. Yeah, it's good. And that again is YSL Lieb Vanille Couture. And now back to Atomic Rose. So let's get into the specs of this scent like we always do, because we do care. So one thing about Atomic Rose, you all, this scent is not new. It came out back in 2019. So in fact, this scent came out before the great perfume boom that we know now as perfume talk and the general fragrance community. Although I have to be fair, the fragrance community existed on YouTube before perfume talk came around. I always gotta give YouTube its flowers, just saying. YouTube walks so TikTok could run, and that's just a fact. But you all, Atomic Rose, I remember hearing so much about this fragrance around this time. So this was 2020, 2021. And I was like, okay, everybody keep talking about Atomic Rose. It's supposed to be amazing. I remember just hearing a lot about the house of Initio around this time, because I was on YouTube at the time. I was in the fragrance community at that time too. So I was like, okay, what's this house Initio? I ain't never heard of them. I remember I got a sample of an Initio fragrance. The first one I ever got in an order was Psychedelic Love. And that is the scent that said, oh, I need to find out more about Initio, and the rest is history. So naturally, we came around to you. I got a sample of you a while ago, did a sampling series video. This had to be at least 2 years ago. Got a sample of it, and I was like, okay, it's cute. Tried to talk myself out of it, and then eventually I came around and said, girl, you want it. And I bought a full-size bottle, and that's what we have here today. Another thing, I attended a training about Parfums de Marly fragrances 1.5 years ago, and they told us, at least then, that Atomic Rose was their #1 best-selling scent. Now, of course, Parfums de Marly has since released other fragrances. Now, granted, it is now 2025, but I'm still willing to bet that Atomic Rose is still in their top 3, for sure, because this fragrance is still talked about. Let's get into prices and sizes, because this is still a new development here, which is interesting. So you all, this fragrance now comes into sizes, because when I bought mine, that wasn't a thing. It was only this one size. This is the 90 ml that I have, but they now have a 50 ml size. So the 50 ml size retails for $280, and then the 90 ml size, again, that's the one I have right here. The 90 ml retails for $420. They've been doing price increases, because at the beginning of the year, this was $410. Okay, and it's October when I'm filming this video, so this is interesting. You can catch sales and deals on this scent because again, it's an older fragrance at this point, but I always like to give you all the full retail value of a scent. So when you walk into a store or boutique, you're not surprised. The recent development though, since this summertime, is that they now have a hair perfume and they also have a body cream now. And another thing that's cool about this scent, and this is how I know it's still a bestseller, is that it's in various gift sets. There's like travel sets of it, smaller sizes. There's like a hair mist, body cream sets. There's various sets depending on the department store and the Initio official website. There's a lot of different ways to get your hands on Atomic Rose, which is a good thing. Now let's get into the notes of this fragrance because we do care. So you all, as the name suggests, there is a lot of rose in here. So top we have bergamot, we have Turkish rose, and then you all we have Bulgarian rose, we have jasmine, vanilla, and of course Hedion, because it's not an Initio fragrance without Hedion. I'm gonna go ahead and refresh my nose on this one, even though I don't need to because I've been wearing this one lately. I've missed it. I've said this before in previous videos, but when it comes to the house of Initio as a whole, I don't care what fragrance it is, this is a fall/cold weather house to me. All of their scents just sing when the temperatures dip down. Let me tell you something, you get that bergamot that hits you in the nose, and then after that, I get the rose for sure. The rose definitely hits you in the nose, both of them. Turkish more so for me. I don't really get the jasmine, I do get the vanilla in here. And then that dry down, which is that signature Initio DNA, that Hedion, absolutely you smell that in the base. And the thing is too, when you wear this fragrance on skin, when everything else disappears, you are left with that Hedion to me. And you are left with a twinge of that rose on here. Yeah, it is a little tart. The more I smell this, that bergamot definitely gives us a little twang, for sure. So now let's get into the rating system because that's what you all really care about. So the mood of Initio's Atomic Rose, you all, 100%, this is a fall weather scent. I don't even think about Atomic Rose unless the weather is chilly outside, I have a sweatshirt on or some sweatpants. That's when I want to wear this. It gives me femme fatale in a bottle too. Even though this is a rose scent, this is a unisex fragrance, but it does lean more so feminine in my opinion. And while we're at it, you all, the concentration for this fragrance is an EDP Eau de Parfum. Next up, strength category, you all. On a scale of 1 to 10, this is pretty solid, you all. I give it an 8. 100%, this is an 8. Meaning it's on that stronger end of the spectrum, which I consider anything over a 7 to be strong to me. This is one I don't have to bathe in. I actually mind my sprays when it comes to Atomic Rose because it can get loud very quickly. And it has done that when I didn't know any better. So absolutely, you all, this one is an 8. So no issues on performance and being able to smell it is there. Next category we have is longevity. How many hours long lasting is Initio's Atomic Rose? And this is another area this scent excels at, and I'm pretty sure that's also why people love this scent too. I get a full 8 hours plus out of this scent. I have to take a shower in order to get it off. This is excellent, and without me having to bathe in this scent, because the other day I wore it, I just sprayed roughly 1, 2. So I did my hands and I did like in my crease in my arms. I just did 4 sprays because it was a chill, lightweight day. Wasn't doing too much, but I still was going to be around people. And you all, I still could smell this fragrance without bathing in it. 4 sprays, which is smaller than what I normally would do, but it still was effective. So that's why I say absolutely no issues with the longevity / performance of this scent. Next category, is Atomic Rose a compliment getter? And let me tell you something, yes. One thing about this fragrance, this DNA right here, is going to be a crowd pleaser. Every time I wear Atomic Rose, it smells amazing. I have smelled this on other people. I've recommended to other people and I smell it on them when I get around and I'm like, oh, you're wearing Atomic Rose and you smell amazing. It's one of those, I don't care if I'm wearing it again or if I smell on someone else, it's gonna turn my head. And also too, people comment on it. People have said things about it to me about it. Like, oh, that's really good. I've had to give it out. So that's how I know this scent is good, when people are like, no, I need you to text me that, send a link. So absolutely 100% Atomic Rose is a crowd pleasing scent. It is a compliment magnet. And last category we have is the comparison category. And does this fragrance remind me of anything else? Interesting enough, you all, it's this category that actually made me kind of hesitate on this fragrance at first before I fully gave in to get a full size bottle, was because it did remind me of other fragrances back when I had just a sample. A lot of times when this fragrance is brought up, I've heard people bring up Rose's Vanille. I used to have a bottle of that. One of my aunts wanted it. I gave gave it to her. Not so much Roses Vanille. That one is more so lemony to me, and then the rose, so I say no. But the other fragrance that it absolutely does remind me of, and I've owned it longer, and this is again why I hesitated on purchasing this scent, is this scent right here, and that is Parfums de Marly Delina, the original one. Gotta emphasize that, which to be fair, Initio and Parfums de Marly are sister brands, so also that makes sense too why there is some connection there. But most importantly, we're talking about what it smells like. And you all know, I love original Delina. She's my favorite out of the Delina sisters after all. And just for comparison, I'm gonna get into the notes of Delina too. Delina has rhubarb, lychee, bergamot in the top. So okay, bergamot is similar notes in the top for both. In the heart, there's Damascena rose, vanilla. So that's a different type of rose in the middle, but they both have vanilla. Then in the base, we have cashmere, musk, and vetiver. So the base is different. So the main things in here, note-wise, that are the same are there is a variation of rose in here. There is bergamot in here too, and they both have vanilla. After that, it's different. But of course, what does the nose pick up on? It's funny going back to comparisons. When I smell Delina next to Atomic Rose, Delina is absolutely more feminine than Atomic Rose. Smelling them side by side, Atomic Rose becomes completely unisex, which is so funny to me. Both rose fragrances. Original Delina is more feminine, it's brighter in my opinion, it's more classically feminine. Atomic Rose, you all, gives femme fatale, after 5, evening, dark, sexy. She has more depth. So absolutely there is a difference here. And it's so funny that I used to think that, oh, I got Delina, I don't need Atomic Rose. This is why I sampled them. This is why you smell things side by side and really playing them and testing them on skin, because smelling them side by side, they are different. Absolutely, they're different. Yes, this is why you trust your own nose and don't just go by internet hype and things. And I tell y'all that all the time, you all, because in my opinion, I'm gonna wear Parfums de Marly Delina to brunch. I'm gonna wear her in the daytime, right? Whereas Atomic Rose, I'm wearing her to the party that night, and I'm wearing her to date night. That's when I'm absolutely gonna wear her. She's spicier, she's sexier, and again, she's more cold weather appropriate in my opinion. So I say all that to say, are they similar? Yes, but are they different enough to own both? Absolutely, because I own both. I purchased both of these with my own money. Nothing was gifted, no PR, none of that. So that's how strongly I feel about these. So all right, everyone, that wraps up my dedicated review on Initio Parfums Atomic Rose. Let me know what you think about my comparison and my video and my thoughts on this fragrance. Drop it in the comment section below, but more importantly, what do you think about Initio's Atomic Rose? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you feel like we don't need it? Was it redundant to you? Do you feel like it's your favorite fragrance? Also too, what is your favorite Initio fragrance? Drop that in the comment section below too. I'm going to read them and respond when I can. But until next time, elves, I will catch you on the next video. Bye, y'all.